The bumper is running. We're switching to the studio for Countdown. You're watching a PJ Net live birthday takeover. 3, 2, 1. Hi, everybody. I'm Cherrilynn Bisbano. This has never been done on PJ Net before. I took over. Coach I don't know what he was thinking, but I was supposed to be here Monday for his birthday, and I was so sick. You know, I went to get birthday balloons and everything on Monday. The store I go to, somebody had crashed through the door with their car. That should have been a sign. But I'm feeling better. We're going to start now with Coach Prazik. Mark, come on out here, birthday boy. I know you don't like it, but it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Wow.
I got my birthday hat on. Look at, I got you. Yes, this is so much fun. Coach, we only have 20 minutes, and you and we could talk 20 hours and then take a breath.
And never say anything.
What, you have so many people that admire you, that love you, and I don't know if everybody has heard your testimony beginning to end in 5 minutes. So can you give us how Jesus saved you and up to how you got on PJ Net?
Well, the elevator pitch, and thank you for those kind words, Cherrilynn, and for all that you said. No one has ever asked me for my autograph, so I've still got some work to do on that. I was actually raised in not only a church home, but a Christian community, in a Christian environment, a very strong one here in the Deep South. So I accepted Christ at an age of 4. I mean, in the 4th grade. And I did understand, basically that I was in need of a Savior, but I certainly didn't understand. Well, I'm a 4th grader. Grew up. Now, in my college years, I certainly drifted away from my walk with Christ, as many college students do, studying liberal sociology and psychology at the People's Republic of Florida State University, and but then the reality of the world and marriage and family began to settle in, and I started several different businesses. I was an entrepreneur primarily because I had several jobs. But none of them lasted more than 6 months, so I kind of became unemployable. And I started my own business and was very fortunate and very blessed, and God richly blessed me, but it kind of backfired because with the increased income, I began to develop a sense of self-sufficiency. I began to develop a sense of arrogance and superiority to all others. And I had a point to prove because I had gone through so many economic hard times that I wanted everybody to know that I had made it. And in doing so, you forget everything but that. And that included, I was on the road, constantly gone. Basically, God, we need to give God our attention.
Amen.
Because if we don't, He'll get it anyway, and it hurts. So God got my attention in a way that I finally ran up against something that all the money in the world wouldn't fix, and all of the influence and power that I could bring to bear wouldn't work. And I became very broken, and in that brokenness, some people who were, one dear lady who was a friend of my mother, I reached out to her, and she really brought me to a point of seeking God, literally seeking God, and not trying to solve the problem, just seek God. And it was a life changer. It was a real life changer. And through that humility and very difficult experience, I began to realize that I had wasted so many good years of my life pursuing my own desires. And as an athlete, as a coach, as a competitor, one of the things that we focus on is finishing strong.
Yes.
And there's a burning desire that drives me every day to this day, is to finish strong. It doesn't matter how many days or weeks or years you feel that you have wasted or put to poor use. And that is what drives me today. That is why I am here. It's why I do what I do, and I feel that God has me exactly where He wants me at this point in this season. As we so many, you hear that word too much, but
Yeah. No,
I do feel
I
it is
understand.
age appropriate. Because I can do this even if I were to become physically disabled. I could continue this work, and so it's very fulfilling, but it's my desire now that others like you, like me, simply embolden ourselves and muster the courage to simply share our walk with Christ with others. Let's not try to, you can't fix the world. Just fix your neighborhood, fix your backyard. When they restored the wall around Jerusalem, Nehemiah said, work on the part of the
Yes.
wall that's right there behind your house. Well, I think
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to do here.
Oh, I love that, Mark. Now, you said you played sports. I'm going to get to the spiritual stuff in a second. What sports did you play?
Football. There is no other sport. Any sport that doesn't require an ambulance standing by during the game is not worthy.
I love it. I love it. I used to play football with the guys and girls in the neighborhood, and it was tackle football.
Oh, of course.
And I was hurt, and I hurt others. So
Good.
yes.
Good. Yeah.
No,
It's basically gladiatorial combat that's become civilized.
yes. Now, you said, I love what you said about don't try to fix the problem.
Don't try to fix all of it.
Yeah,
It's
just,
overwhelming.
yes, because, I remember hearing a somewhat famous teacher say, when we run out of ways God can fix our problem, that's when we start to get anxious. And you yourself lived. I mean, I didn't know that much about you. I didn't know you played football. I kind of knew that you were an entrepreneur, but I didn't know all that other stuff about you. Now, when did you meet your wife?
Well, it's odd. I grew up 2 houses down from where she lived, and of course,
Oh,
I didn't notice her. I was busy, sticking firecrackers down a frog's mouth and lighting it, and running, flopping around through the creek, catching frogs and pulling the legs off spiders and things that boys do.
Yeah.
But it's funny. My father bought a house on the other end of town, and one night I was at a party, and I was sitting down, and I noticed something in front of me, and I thought that girl grew up, and I
Did
set
she
a
say
goal.
the same about you? Did she
well,
say
it-
the same about you?
We've been married since 1980.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, that's not that
45 years?
impressive. No, wait a minute, Cherrilynn. We've been married continuously to each other since 1980. That's
That's
a lot of people have been married
impressive.
that long.
Wow.
Well, I'm pretty old too.
Some people haven't even been alive that long. Some of the people that listen every now and again. So, Coach, I want to play a little game. I don't want to make you cry or anything, but I want to play a little game. I asked most of the regulars to give me a little, what has Coach done? How has he encouraged you? I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, but I'm going to read some of these, and I want you to tell me who you think said it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay, I got to read. Okay. I met Coach through Twitter about 5 years ago when I was just starting my writing journey. I was immediately drawn to his faith and enthusiasm. Fast forward to a few years ago, I was reconnected with Coach through our mutual friend, who will be nameless right now. Coach encouraged me to go on PJNet when I was extremely uncomfortable of being on camera. He helped me to be at ease with his humor and funny anecdotes, just being the coach we all love. Now I've been able to be on other shows and podcasts with more confidence.
Oh, that was Coach Vince Lombardi of the Green Bay Packers.
How'd you do that?
He's a good friend of mine, or was. That would be Doug Carter, no question. Okay. Next question. You all right? Well, you're gonna
Becky
start.
Lindsay. It was Becky Lindsay.
Oh, really? She knew
Yes.
me on Twitter 5 years ago. Okay.
Yes. And
Well,
she said, and
I had a lot of
finally,
Twitter followers at one
yes, she
time.
said, and finally, I love the family environment that Coach Mark has fostered. Okay, let's
Yeah.
do another one. You ready? You're going to get this one.
Okay.
It's a birthday celebration for the one and only Coach Mark or Coach. As for you, most of you call him, but for me, it's just Mark. For 10 years now, we have worked together from Newt and $2.50 gas, Twitter rallies. You know who this is, right?
Oh
The
yeah.
Cruise Crew, Benghazi, Judge Roy Moore, Casper, Renewal US vlogs, and being banned from Twitter and Trump. You have taught me so many things, from trusting your guidance, computer skills, and working behind the scenes to become your right-hand man. Most importantly, what I have learned is you have steadfast dedication. You are a truth teller, a faithful friend, and a willing servant. You have put on the full armor and wear it to guide your life. Through it all, you had one goal, and that is the PJNet TV mission, to provide everyday Christians a platform to share their walk with Christ. This person wrote a little bit more. You want me to keep reading? But you know who it is, don't you?
Oh, I know who it is. I'm just clean. My dog knocked over my coffee cup, folks. This is being recorded, but yeah, it's live. It's unscripted. It just happens.
Uh-oh. Is it hitting anything electrical?
Do you see
The
smoke?
coffee. No, not the car. Not the coffee. Is it hitting anything electrical?
Everything's
so
fine. I've cleaned up it's all set.
Okay. So the one more thing she wrote was, the biblical meaning of Mark is polite shining. It is how you are. You bring others on PJNet TV to share their story and shine for the Lord. You build them up with your quiet, polite voice. You are an encourager. You just have a way. Love and blessings, my friend.
That would be my right hand man, Barbara, who
Yay!
has stuck in there. Cherrilynn, there's not enough I could say. Let me tell you, her and a few others have stood by me when there was no reason to. There was no reason to. We've been dealt some pretty hard blows, and we have gone down hard, but we came back. But there was once 30 to 40 people in this chat room at night. Well, you find out who your friends are. You find out who your friends are when times get tough, and it's just very precious, and I'm just deeply grateful.
Okay.
We're at the 13
Thank you,
minute mark.
Barbara. I have others, so I want to try to get through some of them. What I'm going to do is I copied and pasted. Some people tried to get back to me, some didn't, because I didn't give them a lot of, well, I gave them this week, but some people didn't have a lot of time. But I'll make sure you get a copy of what everybody said. Okay, this person, my original interview with Coach was so bad, I almost never made it onto the program. Coach has been a vital part of my transformation and growth. I'm grateful for his selfish sacrifices for the body of Christ.
That's going to be done.
That's Doug.
And
was his original interview that bad?
Yes. In fact, I asked him as a
I'm
joke
sorry
one
we
time.
threw Doug under the bus.
Could we air it just as fun? Now looking back, no. But when Barbara and I, we had some serious conversations. Should we even bring him on board?
Really?
It was
and
that
now
bad.
look at him. People are requesting him to come on 2 or 3 times a month.
I know.
He's,
Yeah. So I say this not to embarrass anybody, but I say this in hopes that somebody out there thinks they're not good enough. You are
because you
good
help
enough.
them get through it.
You are
You
good
help
enough,
them
and you're
get
not
through
alone.
it. Yes, and you help them get through it. You coach them through it. So I have another one. Coach P and I have never met in person. We have become very close friends over the years. We have prayed, collaborated, and worked on many projects together over the years. He is a good man, great patriot, and solid Christian.
Well, that would match many, or more than one that I know, but I'm going to guess J.D. Winninger because we haven't met.
And
And
try again. Do you want to, or you want me to just tell you?
I think in the interest of time, you're just going to have to give.
Casper.
Oh yeah, Casper. Yeah, yeah. Bless his heart. He's one of the good ones, and he too has stuck with us when there was no reason.
See, I think this is fun. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, but here another one. Coach Mark is full of energy and love for Jesus. He doesn't keep that love of Jesus to himself, but shares it with all he meets. He is the gift of laughter and makes each guest on PJNet feel as if they are the highlight of his week. I would have said that. You make everybody feel like they're the highlight. But who said that?
Michelle. I don't know.
Michelle said that she has been so encouraged by you because you introduced her to the PJNet family.
Oh,
but that was Catherine.
Oh, really? Oh, bless her heart. She's so. I tell you, she's an anchor of wisdom and knowledge and teaching, and she's one of those anchors out there that if you need something to hold on to, reach out to her.
I love her wisdom. I really do. Okay, let's try another one. At my first Christian Writers Conference in Ohio, this guy came over and introduced himself as Coach. He said he was videotaping to provide content for writing using a green screen. I came home from the conference interested in seeing what he did on PJNet. I watched my first several episodes and followed up with a phone call. Coach invited me to consider coming on regularly, and I agreed to being a monthly guest. That was almost a year and a half ago. I don't write blogs, and we all know how building a platform is crucial for Christian authors. Coach has given me the boost I need to expand my borders, whether it is in the chat room or during my monthly broadcasts. It is easy to get caught up in the vision Mark has for everyday Christians. PJNet has provided great messages for great people, and I am honored to be part of the PJNet family.
About a year and a half ago, Writers Conference, green screen. Many people would fit that description, but I'll take a stab at Ben.
Hey, good job.
One out of 4. How about that?
Okay, here we go again. He believed in me and took the time to get to know me. Coach taught me the big dream and to believe anything is possible.
That could be JD.
Nope.
Well, you didn't give me a whole lot to go on.
Yeah. No, I didn't. And a lot of these things, many of us could say. So,
well, yeah,
that was Andy Clapp. That was Andy
okay.
Clapp.
Oh, yeah. I could tell you, if time permitted, there's a really funny story of our first encounter, but we don't have time.
Oh, yes. I have another one. How has Coach Mark blessed me? First and foremost, by his fellowship and friendship. Secondly, he provides Christians a platform to make a much greater impact for God's kingdom than we can do alone. While my weekly blog posts have reached a few hundred, PJNet TV has viewership of approximately 30,000 viewers per month. With YouTube availability, the impact we can make, the seeds we can plant through the PJNet platform are immeasurable.
That sounds like JD. Okay. Well, I knew if I just kept saying JD, you probably heard.
It's like Bible verses and just say Isaiah.
Yeah. Or, if they say who wrote that, and if it's the New Testament, just say Paul. You got a good chance. But no, JD's another one that he did not see himself at the time as camera ready material, that he wanted to stay kind of behind the scenes. But I think he's got a warmth and a personality and a demeanor and a love for the Lord, and just he's got the story. So I believe he's one of the few that I really marked him. I chased him down.
Really?
Right.
Awesome.
Most come by referral, or they,
Like
but
me, I came by
right.
referral, I think. Or
But
did
but
I?
no, I saw something there that really
Mm,
I just kind of saw sort of a Texas version of the the Duck Dynasty.
mm. JD is just he just has a charisma and a special, he's got an essence about him. He exudes Jesus.
Yeah, that happens when you get Jesus down there in your heart.
Okay, I have another one. How much time do we have?
We ran out of time 40 seconds ago.
Oh, okay. So I just want to wish you a happy
But
birthday.
JD is usually very generous to come on a little late, so don't cut
Yes.
yourself short.
Well, I'm going to send you all of these because Rachel wanted to say something, and Ron Gallagher and Steve, and I'm going to send them all to you. And I
Well,
want to and I
just put
want
them
to
in your
thank
next
you for letting
blog.
me do this. I want to thank you for letting me do this, Coach, because you and I were discussing one of my, I think it will be my Thursdays are going to be about other people. I don't like talking about me unless God is doing something in my life. I want to highlight what God is doing in other people's lives too, because a lot of people out there, like a lot of the PJ Net family, Doug is reaching a lot of people, Rachel and JD and Ben and Barbara and Catherine and Stephanie. Um, I can never say her last name. She wanted
Pavlantos.
to, yeah, Pavlatos wanted to say something too. They're all reaching people, and I would rather promote them with my time than me. So happy birthday. And no, I'm not going to sing happy birthday. I wish I
Oh,
had a
that's
cake. I do have a happy birthday sign right
yeah,
here.
that you can see through in some cases. Yeah, it
Yes.
has green in it.
And
So,
I wore a happy birthday hat for you.
well,
But thank
well,
you for this opportunity.
Well, Cherrilynn, thank you for setting aside this time. When you get the age I'm at, a birthday is not a big deal. But the words of encouragement and the uplifting spirit, the fellowship and the love that we share, here on pjnet.tv, not only projecting it outwards, which is what we do, but the fellowship that we have developed over the days, weeks, and even years is precious to me. But I also
Yes.
wanted to point out that, for a long time, I didn't have you on my radar. Well, my dog's decided
I
to make an
would.
appearance too. There he goes.
Hi.
All 100 pounds of him. I really want to apologize to you. I underestimated you initially and kind of kept you off the radar, but the crust has been removed from my eyes. You're the real deal, and I appreciate your support and the way that you're such a team player. And we just need to cultivate more of that. I think nothing worthwhile has ever been accomplished without teamwork, has it?
No, I mean, even Jesus had a team.
Yeah, bunch of misfits, black
God
sheep.
bless you, Coach. And everybody, this is pre-recorded because after 9 o'clock, I am useless.
Okay, well, that's right. You're the
We'll
host. You're
see
going
you.
to sign
We'll
it
see you
off.
in the chat. God bless.